Good morning, CBTV. I know I sound extra spiffy today because we got personal microphone. But we got some important announcements that's going to go across the rest of this week, so stay tuned for that. Weather. So I'm going to try to fly through this because so I can get to what we're going to talk about here in a second. As far as it looks like, it's going to rain just about every single day this week up until Thursday, and still Thursday is going to be 30% chance of rain. So Friday is whenever we're going to start clearing up. Weather-wise, looks like we're going to be sitting from upper 40s and 50s. So it's going to be chilly and also raining the entire time. It looks like we're going to have wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour today, and it looks like it's going to be pushing up to 30 miles per hour Wednesday. So super windy, super rainy, super cold. Okay, well, that's the weather for this week. Anyways, let's swing it on by announcements, sports, something. We're a little off today. So we actually received 5 whole stories for every single day of this week. So that being said, we're going to read these stories to get in the mood for the spooky season, since this week is Halloween. So teachers, I know that y'all are kind of on a time frame, and if y'all need to leave sometime during the show, no hard feelings. We completely understand. We're going to try to speed this up as quickly as possible and get to the point, but just wanted to make that announcement, and we'll carry on with the rest of the show. So going on next to sports. As far as I'm concerned, we have a football game this Thursday. It's an away game, and it's Sell Creek. So look out for that. Lunch and breakfast. Lunch and breakfast, we have country fried steak. All right. For breakfast tomorrow, we have chicken patty. All right. School announcements. We good. Birthdays? Oh man, this is gonna gulp. I can't read my own handwriting. Ari Rodriguez. Birthday was on the 25th. Alyssa Davenport was on the 26th. And Titus Witherow is today's birthday. So say happy birthday to those people. But let's get started with some story reading, shall we? Roll the cinema. Perfect. Pull my chair up here so I can get all cozy. Do I announce the name of this student? All right, so the person who wrote this story, her name is Reese Davis, or their name, my apologies, their name is Reese Davis. And it's a Halloween prompt, so let's get started, shall we? I always loved to babysit my sister, Madeline, when our parents went out for the night. We could do stuff normally that we weren't permitted to do whenever they were home, like jumping off couches and beds, doing each other's makeups, and doing each other's nails as well. Though we did this, I always made a point to get her back in the bed before 9. I looked back at the clock on the microwave, and when we finished doing our procedures, reading 8:45. Come on, Mads, you need to head to bed, I said to her gently. But she protested, but I cut her off. Go on, clean up before Mom and Dad get home so we don't get in trouble, please. She sighed but dragged herself to bed. After I heard her shut the door upstairs, I saw a yellowish sunbeam of light glowing down the stairs. But I started to clean the kitchen. I started with the dishes, turned the water on, letting my hand fall under the faucet to see the right temperature I needed. I heard a creak, almost like footsteps on the hardwood floor upstairs. My mind immediately went to my sister, sneaking. Oh, I didn't know the camera's on me. Oh, hi there. I heard a creak almost like footsteps on the hardwood stairs. Immediately, I thought my sister was sneaking around, still being up. I shut the water off and head upstairs quietly to scare her. As I reach the top of the steps, I hear more of a soft creaking sound come down from the end of the hall where our parents' room lies. I continue my journey to look where the noise of the footsteps is in our parents' room. I open the door and flip on the light. I look around and I'm stunned to find a clown statue. This was abnormal finding, knowing that my parents weren't really fond of clowns, but I did not question it. After a thorough look, I am displeased that no Madeline is in sight. My next stop is her room, thinking she may have slipped past me somehow. Whenever I check her room, I met a sleeping 9-year-old. That was my sister. I giggled, thinking she was playing a game with me earlier and she's now fast asleep. I dismissed the noises and headed downstairs to watch TV on the couch. I decided to call my mom and dad and let them know I found a new clown statue a bit eerie. As I type my mom's number, I hear another creak. I once again dismiss this, thinking it was just my sister. The phone rings and my mom picks up. "Hey, sweetie, what's wrong?" "No, I was just calling to let you know that I was kind of amused about your and Dad's clown statue in the room. What do you even need it for?" I said, laughing a bit. I met my mother in silence. "Mom?" I questioned. "Get your sister and get out of the house. We'll be home in 5 minutes," she exclaimed sternly. "Why? You're scaring me." "We don't own a clown statue," she said quietly. I heard a car's engine start up in the background. I immediately hung up and ran to Madeline's room. "Wake up, wake up, wake up." I tell her, or I yell at her, but not too loud so the figure doesn't hear. "What do you want?" she says, groggily saying. I give up and pick her up out of the bed and rush downstairs. In that moment, I hear fast footsteps behind me. I ran as fast as I could outside, where I met my parents in flashing red and blue lights. I run to our mom and dad, hugging them, turning around to see the clown statue on the porch as the police go up to arrest him. Later that night, we found out the clown in our house was a serial killer who preys on children who has been stalking Madeline. And for me, for some time now, he went in through an open window in the kitchen the day before with a knife. I will never stay home alone ever again. All right, well, that's the story. That's pretty good. Kudos to Reese Davis. But that's all for today's show. We will do this every single day of this week. So I appreciate y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all all later.